about analyzing ourselves. That's right. Analyzing ourselves, falling back, seeing some things that weren't revealed to us without thinking. We're going to analyze ourselves. Okay? I would like you to take out a pen and paper. Take out a pen and paper. Give you some time to do that. I would like for you to write down your most deepest keen desires. Write down your desires. What do you desire most right now? New Ferrari, new house, financially free, couple businesses, new child. What are your deepest desires? What do you desire so much right now? If I gave you two things you can have, what would be the first two that you have? What do you deeply desire more than anything else? What must you have? That's what we're going to be talking about. Okay? Okay? What is your highest desire? Point it out. Say it. After you accept this, we're going to take out that pen and paper and remember the phrase think with your pen. After this has been fully accepted by you, we're going to commit it to the paper. Write down that desire at the top, up top of the paper. Write down the desire. Now we're going to make a list. The list is going to say, we'll put the middle line through the list. And on the left section, it's going to say wants. On the right, it's going to say want tos. Your wants and want tos. Write them down. Write down your wants and want tos on that section. You don't have to fill up your whole paper either. You can write it on the left side, the right side, on the bottom. Short little list, like about 10. After you write that list, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to focus on it. I want you to visualize it. Visualize yourself with that new car. Visualize yourself with that baby you want. Visualize yourself being financially free. What are your friends saying? What are your neighbors saying? What are the people around you saying with your new Ferrari you got? And don't worry about, oh man, I can't afford no Ferrari. I can't get that. Don't worry about that right now. That's not important. Put them on the list. Write it down. This is your list. This is your pen. This is your paper. You're writing it. Don't worry about that. Okay? Do not impose limitations on your desire. Don't do that, man. I can't stress that enough. So by exploring your subconscious and your mental spaces, by closing your eyes and exploring your mental spaces in your subconscious mind, lifting stuff up, looking, oh, what's that? Oh, let me look over here. By doing this, you can arouse desires that you didn't know you have. You can wake them up. These desires are like sleeping giants. They're huge, and they can help you. Don't be afraid of the giants. Use that mug. Say, man, look, I can use you. Help me build this house with them hands. Help me pick up this wood I need for the house. Help me get this. Don't be afraid of your giants that you want, your desires. These are your desires. And had you not been able to get these desires, you wouldn't even be thinking about them. So they're totally possible. It totally can happen. You could definitely get whatever you want if you desire it enough. You may look at the list and the list looks like child's play. It might look like a kid's list, new car, new tool. You know what I mean? You might write, I need a new mouse for my computer. You know, it might look like child's play. But that's not important right now. Just get the stuff on the list. And be sure to dig and search far and wide for these desires. Put everything on that list. Make a nice little list of 12, 20. And then after time, you want to employ the process of elimination. Knock out the weak desires. You know, oh man, I desire a torch. I desire a torch right now to smoke. I desire, man, get that off the list. You want some real stuff, some nice desires. You know, the strong survive in the list of desires. Your list will eventually get smaller and smaller, and that's the key. You want to get it to about 3 desires, 3, 4, 5 desires that are deep desires that you must have. When you get to this point, you want to take a mental break. That's right. You want to relax and say, that's enough work. Come back to it. It's very important you get that mental space. Desire employs freely in the subconscious mind. It works of realization through attraction. Realization through attraction. So becoming real through attraction. No different than the insects and the bees, the flowers. The flower with the pollen attracts the bee to it. The bee gets the pollen, takes it somewhere else and pollinates another plant, or takes it wherever so it can reproduce. The plant attracted the bee. It didn't just make fire. It didn't attract fire. It attracted necessary elements it needed for its purpose, for its desire. And the plant's desire was to make more plants, to pollinate. And it attracted the right species to do so. It didn't attract flies. It didn't attract fire. It didn't attract Ray Ray from West Side. It attracted what it needed for the purpose. Okay? This is what you would call the homing instinct in the beast. Even how a dog, I had a dog that this dog would go over town, man. I mean, people would call me like, hey, man, your dog is at Pete's. I had to go get him, man. Not bothering nobody, not biting nobody. Just walking. And the dog would be home before I got back from looking for him. That's the homing instinct. You know, the dog desired to get home. So it attracted what it needed to get home, even the people calling. And eventually the dog got home. This is the homing instinct. High and low, we see this, you know, with the law of desire attraction, the law of desire attraction. We're under law, but can't change the law, but we can change the word in the laws. We can get this law to work for us when we understand its nature. And remember, once set it into motion, this power will work without haste. It won't take breaks. It will be working. Once this is aroused, it's going to get money for you. It's going to go. It's going to be your best employee. The desire is the force of all forces. To animals, to plant life, to humans. Mental or physical. All force depends on inner attraction or repulsion, positive or negative. You can have anything you want if you just desire it enough. Just gotta desire it enough. You gotta want it like you're breathing for air if you're drowning. I talked about this in my other videos. So, give you a quick 4-step process. Okay? Know exactly what you want. Know exactly what you want. Want it bad enough. Confidently expect it to happen. Like, yeah, man, I'm getting my Ferrari for sure. I'm gonna get that. You know it's gonna happen because I desire it. And be willing to pay the price to get it. Be willing to pay the price, whatever that may be, to get it. So if you gotta stay up and study every day to get your desire, that's what you gotta do. Are you willing to pay that price? Not a lot of people are willing to pay the price. This is what separates the human from the animals or lower forms. They're like plants. Like plants that just sit in nature and just wait till it rains instead of going out and get it. This is what separates us. We have faculties. We can move wherever we want. We don't just have to take what life throws at us. We don't just have to take circumstances that life throws at us. And if you do, you're no different than a pond just swaying with the wind. You have to be a river. You have to go to your goal. You have to get to where you're getting at by any means. Drop a comment below. Hope you like it. Cheers.